and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nadia, the owner and maker of New Mom Spirits, and I'm here today to share with you this incredible 17 ounces office mug design. This is a double wall stainless steel mug. It's perfect for multiple designs because it's absolutely flat. That's the difference between the regular egg-shaped mug and this one, which is straight. And I have to say, this design, it was a little bit tricky for me, but I learned together with you. I share with you literally step by step, and I really hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. And if you try, don't forget to follow me on social media, and of course share a picture of your amazing, incredible design with me. The first thing that I like to do is I use my sanding block and then I go through the entire tumbler. You can always see how the tumbler stops being shiny and become a little bit more grayish. I use my sanding block, but you can also use the sanding machine. After, I like to use some alcohol and go through the tumbler to remove all the dirt and dust and everything. If you have the possibility of washing it, do it. I'm using the Cobra white spray. It's not my favorite. I'm really happy I finished it because it was giving me a lot of fish eyes lately. And then I sprayed twice. Once it's dry, I move the mug to my turner and I use my Artisan Fast Set to go that first coat to protect the paint. Once that is dry, which it will take like around 2 to 4 hours, I move to the second layer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some epoxy. For this one, I don't like to put a lot of epoxy. I know a lot of people will do like a thick coat for the first color to have like a thick base, and then we'll put the other colors on top so it will be run faster. I don't like to do that because I like it to be, in this case for this design, was a little bit bumpy. If you want it to be less bumpy, like no 3D shapes, no bumpiness, no nothing, yes, you have to put in the first mica powder, you have to put a thicker layer. I could say the amount that you put, it will depend on you. I don't like to put a lot. In this case, I was using and I always like to find some samples for myself, so I get inspired and I say, okay, this is more or less how I want it to run, how I want it to look, and then I do it. I'm using my spatula over here to make sure my base coat goes all over the place and it will be visible, because as you can see, compare one tumbler with another, you can see how this purplish and like broken white color was happening, and I didn't want to have like pure white perfect spots. I go through with both of my heat gun and my torch. One is to kill my bubbles, the other one is to make it more runny, and then I just go on putting, no rhyme, no reason, some of the colors around, mixing colors. I take the heat gun. Obviously, the more you use the heat gun, the more the colors are gonna run. Depends how you want it. Don't get crazy, because once the tumbler start to heat up a lot, the colors will get mixed even more. As you're gonna see now, you're gonna see the end of my tumbler, and then you're gonna see the final result, and they look really different because obviously with the overnight, the own tumbler just heat up. And then you can take your spatula or your wood stick and then just keep spreading it around, and then you make that different shapes more natural. We move on to my Cricut. As you can see, I'm doing double colors. I'm doing a backing. You're gonna see right now how I do it. It's really simple. I have the SVG available if you wanted to purchase it. You just have to let me know in the comments, and then I will share with you. I only cut it on default, and here you see tumbler how it was. I give it a little bit of a sanding. I like to do that before I do vinyls. I don't know, it's just personal preference. And with the mugs, you have to be really careful and make sure it's 100% straight. So as you can see in my messy table, I just look for anything that will make my tumbler look straight all the time, because you want your designs to look straight. Okay, and another of the things that I do now, as you can see, I'm using my Cricut tools to go slowly around. This design, to be honest, has a lot of details, so I have to be really careful when I go through it. And you're gonna see now, I know maybe other people that have been doing this for long, maybe other people that is more used to small details, will be able to put the front and the back in together at once. But I don't like to do that, because this one that I created is to be more natural, not to have like a proper thick backing. So I always recommend, when in this case, to do one by one, so you actually place everything where you want. This took me a lot of time, as you can see, but I mean, with patience, with love, everything works. So just take your time, just make sure what you're doing, double check your designs on the laptop again if you need to make sure how do you want it to look. Like, for example, for me, that off, I wanted to make sure I remove the exact things that I have to remove. So I will put on the burgundy color, I will put that letters exactly on top of it. You know what I mean? Like on the O, you're supposed to have like a little dot here and there and things like that. So you want to be really careful and just go slowly, one by one. Take your time. Check, as you can see, I have this transfer paper that I basically can see through the backing. So I like to go through and then see how will it look first, and then it's when I start putting the things. I was trying to explain to you what I was filming, but the video took so long, so it was pointless to be doing that. And then like this, I'm doing my method of backing, which is put the back transferring paper on top of the vinyl and then just like remove the excess of this. But yeah, well, I could say the only hard thing was the OF, but once I done it, it was absolutely fine. As you can see, some of the letters came up. I rearranged some of them because once I put the double color, it didn't look amazing. My customer initial was an R, so that's why I found this beautiful design that really goes with the theme of the entire mug, and then I put it. It resists itself a lot because you can see it has a lot of movement, but I managed to make it around like a natural way. I'm not a perfectionist, but I get a little bit of OCD, if that makes any sense. So I kind of like to be like, okay, this type of thing, I want it to just look like randomly natural. It doesn't have to follow 100% the lines and things like that. And then just to transfer it is, as you can see, so easy. So you just get off the transferring paper, put it on top, and then place it wherever you want. Look how beautiful that vinyl look. I was so happy with this design. I finished it in like 2 days. And as you can see from the moment one, my idea of this design was to create this 3D effect, this kind of like bumpiness in a no bumping tumbler, if that makes any sense to you. So if you want it to be more smooth, more like a perfect flat looking surface, even if it was flat at the end, I don't know if it makes any sense what I'm saying, I will suggest to, again, the first coat that you are doing with the mica powders, just do a thicker coat of epoxy. Anyway, I really hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you've done it, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with me if you try on this design on your tumblers. See you next time. Bye.